Are you curious about what's happening in the real estate market here on Oahu? Well, stay tuned because in today's video, we'll cover what's happened in real estate in the last 7 days. We'll also look at some hot neighborhoods and talk about what's sold, what's listed, days on market, and so forth. And finally, we will discuss what to expect going forward. So let's get started. I'm Tehani. I'm a real estate professional in Honolulu, Hawaii. And if you're new to our station, please hit the subscribe button and don't forget the notification bell so that you are alerted on new videos that we produce weekly. So what's happened in real estate in the last 7 days? We've had 255 single family homes that have been sold or are active, not showing, they're active, showing, or they are new listings. And I think that that's up from 235 that we had last week. We're seeing a little bit of an improvement in terms of the number of properties that are engaged in the real estate cycle. And so going forward, we can look into that in our next feature. So what are the hot markets? What's selling in which neighborhoods? What are the highest and the lowest prices, days on market, inventory, and statistics? We'll talk about that in this segment. So the hot markets continue to be Ewa, Kapolei, Makakilo, Ocean Point, and Westlock. Much of the properties on the western side of the island. I think in terms of lots of new development out in the Kapolei, Ho'opili is a new development, and I think you see a lot of first-time home buyers and also other buyers in different price points that are moving out into those areas. I think in large part because it is affordable. We've also seen a lot of activity in Manoa, which is near downtown, close to the university, and they've had quite a bit of activity in this last 7-day cycle, as well as Mililani. Mililani runs the gamut in terms of the types of properties. So single family all the way up to move up luxury buyers, those kinds of homes are available in Mililani. Okay, so let's talk about the lowest sold property in the last 7 days, and that would be 845196A Lualuale Homestead Road, which is in the Waianae neighborhood. It's a fee simple property sold for $325,000 that had a list price of $350,000. So that's $25,000 below the list price. It was on the market for 80 days. The property is a 5,000 square foot lot with a 1,100 square foot home that is in fair condition or needs major repair, but the buyer paid cash. So that was a property that closed during this last 7-day cycle. The lowest listing, so this is an active property, is 86-470 Halona Road, which is in the Lualuale neighborhood. It's fee simple, $245,000 for a single family home. It's been on the market for 6 days. And the property is actually a pretty good size. It's 8,128 square foot lot. And the living space is 1,120 square foot home. And it needs major repairs. The 2020 property taxes are $86 a month with the total tax assessment of $372,600. $370,600. Oh my goodness. Okay, so that's happening on the lowest end of the spectrum of properties that have come to market in the last 7 days. On the highest end, what sold in the 7-day period was in Sunset neighborhood. It's 59-465 Kewaena Road. It sold for $2.6 million and it had a list price of $2 million, $2,695,000. And that was $95,000 below its list price. So it sold for 2.6 million, but it was listed almost for 2.7 million. It was on the market for 62 days. Property is on 6,200 square foot lot with a main house and a permitted detached studio. But this property is beachfront with a panoramic ocean views located on a quiet street. It was listed when it first came on the market. It was $230,000 below the tax assessed appraisal. So that's something that sold recently in the Sunset neighborhood on the North Shore. The highest listing that it's come on the market in the last 7 days is in Kahaluu Town, and this is 47-477 Waihe'e Place. Like I said, this is in Kahaluu Town. It's a fee simple property, and it's on the market for $13 million with multiple dwellings. It's been on the market for 3 days. Property is more than 39 acres of fee simple lot and almost 5,000 square feet of living space. It's a large gated estate parcel at the end of a cul-de-sac, which backs to preservation land on the lower slopes of the Ko'olau Mountains. So this area of Kahaluu is really quite beautiful. You have several parcels, large parcels of land kind of up in the along the mountain. So you've got to go through the neighborhood and then you get to the property. It has spectacular views of the ocean and the mountains. And when you're there, you really feel like it's almost like you feel like you're on another island, like you're on the neighbor island, but you're just minutes from downtown. It's quite spectacular. And this particular property is in pretty good condition, and it's listed for $13 million. So having said that, what can we expect going forward? We've had live public open houses that are ongoing since the beginning of June 2020. We remain under the COVID-19 precautions, and we continue to practice social distancing. We must wear masks while touring the properties, and there's a maximum of 10 people that are allowed. And we've asked that young children not attend the open houses, in part because of the age. They're more susceptible, and you want to be susceptible, and you want to be assured that they're safe. So inventory, well, in addition, live virtual open houses, live virtual open houses continue with some agents hosting a live virtual followed by a public open house. And I see the live virtual open houses as something that is here to stay. I think it'll be another skill set that your agent will have in her toolkit to market your property. And I think that's here to stay. Inventory remains tight. Once again, homes that are in really good condition and that show well and are priced right are going into escrow relatively quickly. And interest rates are historically low right now. I think it's the lowest it's been in 30 years. Buyers who have been pre-qualified are scooping up hot properties and at a fair price. And I think that's a wrap for today's update. If you're thinking about making a move, share it with me in the comments below. Thank you so much for joining us. I hope you have a fantastic week, and I hope to see you again next week. Talk to you later. Bye.